Now we're going to talk about Google Forms. Google Forms is a versatile app. And to create one, you're going to go to your Google Drive and go to New, More, and Forms. Now, Forms is a good way to gather information. It also will naturally take your information and put it into a spreadsheet. And it's a good way also to make a quiz or a test. So in Google Forms, same thing like a Google Doc or a Google Drive or a Google Slides, you are going to go ahead and name it. So maybe I'm going to name this weather quiz. All right. And just like a Google form or a Google Doc, it will save automatically. Now, up at the top, you will notice you have a couple options. You have where you can customize the theme, so you can change the color. You have the preview, so you can see what people will see in the form. You have your settings, which this is how you can make it from just a regular form to a presentation or even a quiz. Okay. You also have the send, which is the share, and you have more options where you can make copies and add collaborators and all sorts of fun things. You can also start and you can move it to a folder. So I'm going to make it the weather quiz. So my first weather quiz is, what is a tornado? Okay. Now, what is a tornado? Now you can have a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, all of these different things. So I'm going to do a short answer. What is a tornado? So people have to type it. Now, if you want to, you can add a question. So the next question, I'm actually going to move it up because I realized that I did a quiz and I don't know their names. So I'm going to go and put the name box and short answer. So now there's a name. So then you can also, other than adding a question, you can add an image. So maybe you have those kiddos that aren't strong readers and you don't want them to necessarily not be able to answer the questions and they don't know tornado. So you can take a snapshot, you can upload an image, or you can search an image. So I'm going to search tornado. Oh, sorry, I'm going to do a search. Tornado. Okay. So I'm going to add a tornado and select it. So now my image should appear, and there's my tornado image. What is a tornado? Underneath of it. Maybe I want my kiddos to add a video about the water cycle. Okay, add a video about the water cycle. And my next question could be, what did you watch this video? And my next question, so you can drag and just move it, easy peasy if it's in the wrong order. What are the parts of the water cycle? Okay. And I want this to be a checkbox so they can check mark. So condensation, evaporation, precipitation, milk, I don't know, just different options that they can select. Then if you want, or none, all the above, you can add all the above or none. So you guys can make this however you want to. Then, so you could add all of these things. And you can also even make it self-checking, what's this? And then you show them the video. You could add sections, you can add questions, you can add titles and descriptions. So that's basically how to make a basic form. Now, if you want to go ahead and make your form a quiz, you can limit it to one response. So like if you want the kids only to limit it one time, that's it. Or only APS domains. Or do you want your kids to be able to edit it again? Then if you go here, you could click that little button and it'll make it a quiz. And you can release the grade manually or immediately. So let's say it's multiple choice. The kids can see immediately what questions they met, or you can see later on. So we're going to save this. Now it's a quiz. So how much is this quiz worth? Total points. So down here, what is a tornado? You can give it an answer key. So you can write in the answer. What is the correct answer? And you can give it how many points it's worth. So maybe a tornado is a vortex of wind or whatever. And you can mark all other answers incorrect. You can also add answer feedback. So you can, if you want to give a feedback automatically, maybe you want to write in here the definition of a tornado. Or you want to give them a video to watch about tornadoes. So what is a tornado? So I'm going to do that. So that way your kids are getting immediate feedback when they take the quiz. Because feedback is what's important. Then you can come here. Same thing. Let's make it a quiz. Let's do the answer key. So I'm going to hit the ones that are the answer. You're going to get 3 possible points. And you can add your feedback if you wanted to. All right. Now it's time for us to preview it. So this is what your quiz is going to look like to your students. Okay. So that's what they're going to see. So they're going to fill it out and hit submit. So you're going to go ahead. The kids are going to fill out their name. They're going to write your answer, wind. They're going to click the boxes that they think it is. Okay. They're going to watch all their videos and do all this stuff and hit submit. So then when you get this, and then you can review your score. So I got 0 out of 8 points correct, right? I got those 2 correct, but I got that wrong. So you can get that feedback immediately. And here's that feedback on that tornado, what it is by that video. Now I'm going to go back to my form, and now I can see the responses on the teacher side. So I'm seeing how people did. I can also see individual responses, and I can also export this as a spreadsheet. So that way you can keep a tally on your spreadsheet. So Google Forms, so if I click on it, you can create a new spreadsheet. And now you can also see the answers and results like this. So this is a great way to do quizzes, to do class surveys, to you give it to your parents, all sorts of ways. If you want to track information, it's one of the easiest because it's also an easy way to give information. Oh, and also, if you want to send it, you just go ahead and you can email it to whoever you want to email it to, or you can do a link. So let's say you want your kids to take this as a quiz and you don't want to email it to all your kids, you can hit shorten URL, so it's easier for the kids to type in, and then they can type it into their forms and go to work.